Welcome back, Half-Bloods, to the second episode of the week. And guess who's still here? Hunter and Barry. It's almost like we record these at the same time. Should we just go back to making these one episode, William? I don't know. I don't think so. I like splitting them up. Me too. Gives me something else to look at during the day of how many views this one has. Pretty exciting. Maybe we'll get to 17. So, on these shorter podcasts, we did an introduction of Hunter and Barry on the last time, so we're skipping that this time. If you want to know more about Hunter and Barry, go to the episode right below this and learn all about them. They're amazing and the best, and thank you for being here. We are going through plot holes. William, this is the last of this stupid Instagram post that so many people sent me. We're like, what do you think about all these things? Have you even thought of these things? And the answer is yes, I've thought of all of them, and most of them are stupid. And this is the last one, William, but I've also gotten a lot of fan submitted, like, hey, you guys got to talk about this plot hole. So I think we're going to keep going with this series, if you're good with that.
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah, you are. You're amazing. And on the Tuesday's episode, we sadly actually didn't have any trivia from the much-needed book-only ultimate unofficial Harry Potter trivia game, which was invented by me, inspired by William. You can buy on Amazon and Ultimate Harry Potter Trivia, and it's Harry Potter trivia. And if you like Harry Potter, you will like this game. But I do have one today, and it's level 3, which is way too easy for all of you. But what we're going to do is combine the level 3s. And yeah, good call. I can never assume. It's dumb of me. And we're going to go in this order. Barry, you're going to give an answer, then Hunter, then William. And here's what we're going to do. This plot hole is about the 7 Potters and how they should have moved Harry. And these are the 2 questions that combine those. Barry, can you give me a couple as a part of the 7 Potters, both a protector and who they were protecting, either Harry or the fake Harry? Who are they protecting? Give me one. We're going to go round robin, see if you guys can complete it.
Mundungus and Mad-Eye.
That is correct. Mundungus as a Harry. Hunter, what you got?
I'll take Hagrid and Harry.
That's the easiest one. Hunter always takes the lowest hanging fruit, and I really respect that about him.
Yeah, that's how you got to start.
It is. William?
Hermione and Kingsley.
Correct. Good for Hermione. That was the powerhouse. Is that like the winning combo? I feel like nobody's beaten.
I think so. Also, like, really brave by Hermione because, like, they know Voldemort's like, I'm going for Moody first, and I'm moving on to Kingsley.
Yeah.
So you know you're high up the list. So
that's very true.
That's why they wouldn't stick like Ron with him. They'd be like, well, Ron, we got to stick to 2.
It's a half step up from Neville. So, we're not doing great here. All right, Barry, who you got?
Speaking of, Ron and Tonks.
Good call. Well played. Who he was not pumped about, but Tonks definitely the last one they're going for.
Yeah, and then he also like he gets on the Thestral and like puts his hands around like Tonks and he gives a weird look at Lupin like, ugh.
Sorry.
Classic Ron. So awkward. All right, Hunter.
Up next, give me Bill and Fleur.
Again, I think probably the easiest. I don't know if they're ever going for Bill either. They're like, who's this guy? I actually don't know who this is. Probably a safe one there. Good call. William, do we have?
I said Mad-Eye and
one more. No, we have 2 more. We have two more.
Mad-Eye and Mundungus. Did we say that one yet?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Classic William, never paying attention.
Okay. I feel like it passes on. He doesn't get any points there.
William's out.
Yeah,
all right, Barry's
there
out.
You go.
God.
There you go.
We defeated William by making up rules halfway through the game. Way to be, team.
It's a classic Fred or George.
It is.
For sure.
I'm going to go with...
It's really easy if you think about whose ear got cut off.
but
don't give him any hints.
William's the worst. As soon as he's out, he just starts splattering
George and Mr. Weasley.
Hunter, is that correct? William, is that correct? I actually don't have it like in front of me.
No, it's not. It's flipped because George is sitting there with his ear cut off, and Mr. Weasley's screaming, "I need to see my son! Like, get out of my way!"
Yes. Yeah, it's flipped. So I'll wrap it up. It is George and Lupin.
Well played.
And as the last one standing, it's also Arthur and Fred.
Congratulations, Hunter, for winning the preview to what we should be doing in a couple weeks, a Retold Podcast versus Triwizard Tournament versus Voldy Gone Moldy, William of the Half-Blood Pod, which I think could be very exciting. So come back for that. That was a little preview. Great job, everybody. And sorry for not having the answers because, these cards aren't connected. But buy the game. It's awesome. And
why are they connected? What do they say differently?
Well, they don't say
The
who
two
they're with.
sides
It's
of
saying
it. It's like who travels
name
with
7
that thing.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
like
As
name
a
the
protector,
7
who are the
travelers
protectors,
versus the
who are
7
the-
Harrys. Yeah.
The fake Harrys.
I have the
Gotcha.
2, but they're not. Exactly. You combine 2 level 3s into what I think became a level 6. That was pretty exciting.
When 2
Pretty
level
exciting.
3s get together.
Exactly.
What they should have done is just made everyone look like Harry.
Okay, William,
The 14 Potters.
you're jumping too far ahead, but I like where your head's at. So here's the plot hole that we'll read. Cassie can put on the screen. The Order of the Phoenix uses polyjuice.
You could say
potion.
please. You just said Cassie. Just put it on.
I didn't. I wasn't commanding her to do it. I was letting everyone know that's what's going to happen. It was exciting for the listeners to be like, oh, what should I expect next? And I was like, well, you're going to see this on the
This guy
screen.
just
What I'm
barks
reading.
commands at his wife.
I'm not
Scott,
commanding.
we know you. We love your. We know that you love your wife.
The listeners don't. The listeners don't. We got this. We got this. All right. I'm going to read the plot hole. The plot hole now. The Order of the Phoenix uses polyjuice potion to create 7 Harrys to confuse Voldemort during his transport. A much simpler and safer plan would have been to disguise Harry as a Muggle and have him travel by non-magical means, which would not have triggered the Ministry's trace. So,
This is the worst of the plot holes.
we just need to establish some ground rules, right? Like, are we all firmly did J.K. Rowling firmly put us in the box that you really can't use magic, right? Like, I reread it this morning, right? Like, it's a prisonable offense to connect this house to Flu Powder or to the Flu Network. It's a prisonable offense to apparate from this house, and Harry still has the trace. So if they do side-along apparition, whoever does it with him will be arrested, and the Ministry will know. And would they know where Harry went? I don't know. But like, do we firmly believe that they were truly in a box? Hey, Harry cannot use magic to get out of here. Or is there any loophole there?
No, I think they were trapped.
I think so too. I'm just saying.
I think it's airtight.
We need to establish that first, that like Harry could not use magic to get out of there. They had to do something like this. Like Flu Powder, port key, prisonable offense, port key, same thing. Like, should they have just done that and like, okay, come find me. You don't even know where Harry is. Is there any other way
but then,
besides
then Mad Eye would technically be like out for arrest. You know what I mean? Like he's
Right.
got a warrant or something.
Well,
you know?
So like Harry couldn't use magic, but how does that preclude a Muggle way of getting out? Like the Dursleys just took a car.
For sure. I'm like that is still on the table. I'm just saying,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
are we all on the same page that there wasn't an easy magical way to get him there? I do think they put us in a good box. Like, it's all locked down. Like, truly, you can't do it. The trace plus the prisonable offense makes it all believable.
I think that's fine. And then the Muggle way stuff is actually like really easy. Like, yes, the Dursleys left earlier with their car, right? But the Death Eaters were all watching, and like they can use magic and know if Harry or whoever's in there, right? Like if they left in a car and they used some kind of spell or something to look inside the car, and they're like, that looks like Harry. Like they can't, a car can't outrun a dude on a broom.
Like Voldemort flying on the wind.
Voldemort flying like smoke on the wind.
I don't know if they left in 7 cars though. 7 different cars.
I think that just makes it harder to. That just makes it harder to escape. A broom is thestrals are way more.
7 different Waymos come
Yeah.
to Privet Drive.
In 1996, 7. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you're right. Like putting yourself in a box that has no magic and getting to whatever your
Is
destination
way less maneuverable.
100 times slower. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying, I would say. Like,
You know, it doesn't move in 3 dimensions the same way. You know.
also like the wizards planning this aren't going to be like, let's be muggles. Like, I don't think their minds would ever go there.
Yeah.
You could call-
Also, Obi-Wan taught us if you have the high ground, you win. And
So you gotta
if
go
you
up.
give up the high ground, like you're definitely a sitting duck. Like there's a bunch of flying people above you. Like they're just going to bomb you from
Yeah.
above. That's
Exactly.
a terrible idea.
I was like, I've watched many muggles die in cars without the greatest dark wizard of all time chasing them. So it doesn't actually feel that safe to me.
Man, what an
And
awful end to this story. Harry
Car
dies
bomb.
in a car crash. Same way his parents died.
Exactly. That's a good full. That feels like a Narnia ending. It's just like, oh, last thing I remember, I was in a car crash. And he's talking with Dumbledore at King's Cross, and the book's over.
Yeah. So I think that one's pretty terrible. I think if you just think about like that plan, like leaving, you just put yourself at a massive disadvantage.
And you're saying the post is terrible, not the actual plot, right?
Yeah, that post, like that.
Yeah.
Pretending that's a plot hole is just.
Well, now the question is, what is the best way Harry should have left? Like, was this the best way? What are the better ideas?
They did pretty good.
I think the one better way, Vanishing Cabinet. If it worked to get into Hogwarts, why couldn't they have brought a Vanishing Cabinet to the Dursleys?
They definitely
we got to get both.
Yeah, maybe Draco had that thing on lock. I mean, one half of it was still at Borgin and Burke's, right? And I don't know if they're not like a dime a dozen, 10 a canut.
Break in. I mean, I kind of like that.
Yeah, that would probably work better.
I think an important thing to remember, I have two like main thoughts when you first sent this to us, Scott. One is, and I don't know if you guys have mentioned this yet for your all the plot holes. I don't think incompetence is a plot hole.
Exactly.
A lot of like people saying like, "Hey, this is a plot hole." It's just like incompetence, which like
it's a bad decision.
I don't know if you guys have ever met people. People are pretty incompetent and make bad decisions all the time, and
that's
it's more
William's
interesting
take every time.
For a story.
Hindsight's 2020.
It's more interesting for a story.
Like, so you're telling me, looking back, you could have created a better like choice tree of like what to do. Yeah.
Right. And so that's like one thought. My other thought is actually the whole Seven Potters thing is necessary that we learn in The Prince's Tale. That we learn that like at this moment, Snape is still trying to like fully prove like,
they have to like walk this line
on
of like
Voldemort's side of like getting the right information of when Harry is going to be leaving. And like he has to give Voldemort the right information, but then also adding this separate thing that Voldemort doesn't know of the Seven Potters that he like planted the idea in Mundungus.
That's the number one. You just hit it on the head. That's the number one reason. Like it's not a plot hole at all. That because Snape had to.
I also to add to it, like the number two reason in my head is we alluded to it earlier, but the creating of decoys. So like, why didn't they all dress up? Why didn't they all turn into Harry? Well, with like Mad Eye being out there on the field, you assume that Harry's probably going with Mad Eye or Kingsley. So you give that actual Harry, I think, a better chance of escaping.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. I think if anything, I think seven's just not enough. They should have done the 49 Potters.
I mean, how many more people? How many people actually would? Like they only found 6 people or 5 people who were willing to turn into Harry Potter, and they took another one who was not willing.
Could they have like Imperious the neighbors and just stolen their house and like made that Fidelius charm?
I think plenty of other members of the Order, I guess Daedalus and Hestia were with the Dursleys.
Yeah, true.
So they're already out of commission. But bring in Charlie Weasley.
True.
He wasn't there.
Sidelined for way too long.
Yeah.
Agreed. He's coming into town already. He doesn't know Harry that well.
Neville will do it.
True. Neville would have done. He's underage. Well, he might not be
yeah.
underage. No, he's the same age as Harry.
He's the same age as Harry.
Yeah. He's underage. Can't do it.
When is Neville's birthday?
It could be earlier.
Is it the same day?
That's what they seem to say. Born as the 7th month dies. Like you would assume.
That just feels
it's
like
never specifically said. You're right. It's never specifically
it's a
said.
Prophecy.
And
this is like a week before his birthday?
Yeah.
But Dumbledore says born at the end of July. And so you could take that to mean July 28th. But like to me, it sounds like July 31st is what I would assume.
It's probably
Look
still
it up.
Trace.
Looking it up, it's the 30th. So day before. So either way, underage.
Who made that up though? I don't know. Show me the 7 sources. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like what this really points us back to, though, is that if we were doing a draft on what the most important chapters are, it's probably The Prince's Tale, which reveals to us how amazing this 7 Potters plan really was. And
right,
I should win the draft.
I got stuff to do.
Yes. There was a post the other day that was like
smuggle.
Thank you. There was a post the other day that was like just pure rage bait, and it was like me watching Harry Potter and getting so mad that Harry didn't turn into someone else, which would have been so much easier. And then all the comments are just like, well, wouldn't they have just attacked the person who there's two of and destroyed them? But I don't know. Anyways, there was a.
Oh, I also really
seen
liked
that?
on.
Yeah.
I have, but the on a recent Instagram post of that we shared, the guy who commented on William's answer saying like, I don't think what the question was, name the three ways in which the Dumbledore says in which the room of requirement appears, and
That's right.
and Neville
yeah.
or Neville, William names all three of them, and he says when this happens, when this, and the guy goes, but that's when, not how. And your reply was, in this case, I think they're
that's
synonymous.
The same thing. Yes, I think that's the same thing.
That's really great. That's awesome.
I was like, I can't be mean on Barry's post. Like, I think this was a collaboration. So, was it a collaboration? Technically, my post as well. But I was like, I can't be mean on Barry's post.
No,
so
but
I
it
gotta
was
be
really
nice to
funny
this
because
guy.
I thought about replying to it of like just with the actual quote from Dumbledore, like which is what William said pretty much verbatim.
I was like, what? I can't tell what he's trying to do here.
I think people who like live for like plot holes, it drives me. I think they're it's so funny. It's so funny that like, or they're like, it's bad writing and stuff like that. Be like, okay, great. I look forward to reading your epic novel about, an entire made up fantasy world that grips the whole entire world. Like,
I don't know if there are any, like, in my opinion, any like strong plot holes. I know you guys talked about the Fidelius charm.
I don't think that's a plot hole. Again, to your point, it's a bad decision.
Pieces of it. Yes.
Yeah. And like also like I just don't think it's that big a deal. Like so like there's no way that like I think she had a lot of stuff planned out. But just because she didn't have every little detail figured out when she wrote the first book about like your mom and dad were head boy and girl. Like she probably like literally meant that and then later on was like, man, they really weren't or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
there's
who
continuity.
gives a flying crap?
There's continuity errors and there's plot holes and there's bad decisions. I have found no plot holes. I have found some continuity, probably errors that I try to justify, but they're errors. And then, then there's lots of bad decisions, which make for a wonderful 7-book
Which
series.
again, like Hunter said, and I've said before, like, welcome to life. Like if everyone made a perfect decision, like
worst story ever.
Right.
Exactly.
And like there's beauty in the mistakes. Like Dumbledore's like, I should have told you the secret of like why Voldemort hunted you a long time ago. This is my mistake. I screwed up. I should have done this. But guess what? It all worked out in the end. So
yeah, Harry not using his mirror to talk to Sirius is like a bad decision, but it's not a plot hole.
Yeah, that's meant to be
but
heartbreaking.
it had like real
heartbreaking,
interesting consequences. Because if Harry found out Sirius was safe, nothing else happens.
And a lot of the messages I've been getting are about like people's bad decisions over the end of the 5th book. It was like Harry was literally in London. Why didn't he just walk into the fireplace and like then he's in London and he can go to the Ministry? And I was like, because he wasn't thinking. It's like, why didn't Sirius, when Harry put his head into the fireplace, say, Harry, you're an idiot. Use the mirror. Because Sirius wasn't thinking. Like he was shocked to see Harry and he started talking to him. Like these aren't plot holes. These are decisions that you have perfect hindsight on, and these characters in flustered moments did not.
And real life history is full of the exact same thing.
Exactly. So. Real life everything. Why did Wemby throw the ball off Castle's back? Because
I was about to say the exact same thing, Scott.
Because he made a stupid play.
Why?
No, that's a plot hole. Wemby would have, if he had just gone all the way down to the rim, he could have won.
If he was really an alien, he would have just dunked it from half court.
Why did Popovich take out Duncan back in the day?
Okay, all right.
Another one.
Okay, we always had this. That same exact thing crossed my mind. Is literally one of the worst moments of my life. But I'm a very privileged man.
Yeah, tune in everyone for a new series, the San Antonio Spurs plot holes.
I can plan. I've watched my team win 5 championships. The rest of you root for teams we have a combined 0. So for NBA,
and I'm also
okay.
I'm also
yeah.
The Washington Bullets
I'm saying
won
is I am
in 1978. So
no, I meant like in your lifetime, how
fan.
ridiculously lucky I am. Like it's spoiled brat levels insanity.
You are a brat.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
We always end this with a vote. Hunter, you already actually summed it up very nicely, where I believe we all voted there are no plot holes. But officially, can we vote that anything to do with the 7 Potters is not a plot hole? Are we all aligned?
Not a plot hole. Not a plot hole.
Not a plot
Do
hole.
they need to
Not a
address
plot
it in
hole.
the TV show? No.
No. The language that they use in the books to me is perfect. Everything is an imprisonable defense, and Harry has the trace. Can't use magic. Like, I'm totally good with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it all. So, Hunter, Barry, I told you this would be a 10-minute podcast. We did 20. I feel pretty good about that.
I feel pretty good about that too. Not bad.
William, we might have some fan submitted plot holes, even though I feel like we really just summed it up beautifully here, where there are no plot holes.
It will
There are
still
bad
be fun
decisions.
to interact with our throngs of fans. So let's do it.
And I can be mean to people, and that's my number one goal in this podcast.
Yeah.
So
It is what you're good at.
thank you. You said I'm good at something. So great.
Compliment.
Hunter, Barry, thank you for the second episode this week, and we'll have you on soon again.
Can't
Peace and
wait.
blessings.